Hi everyone, and welcome to our lesson on Twitter. Hashtags, back channels, tweets, retweets, favorites, just some of the common lingo that's associated with Twitter. If you already have an account and consider yourself proficient at using this platform, I encourage you to continue with the tutorial, and at any point that it becomes basic or just routine information that you already knew, go to YouTube and type in Twitter tutorials advanced, and you're going to be able to see some different things about the functions and features and settings that you may not have used before. You can do advanced searches with hashtag chats. You can do lists and categorize and organize so you don't get lost in all of the news feed that's constantly updating. Just different things that you may not have thought about using before. And there are going to be things that you could teach me as well as you dive into it and you highlight it in our discussion boards. So please, follow along, complete this tutorial, and you're going to see departments highlighted and how they're using Twitter in residence life, and so you might find some benefits there. But at any point, just go over to YouTube and see what you can learn there as well, and hopefully this tutorial will give you some tips that you hadn't considered before as well. For those of you that don't have an account, or maybe you haven't updated yours for a couple years and you've never changed the egg profile picture, we're going to start our tutorial on Twitter. So over here, you can sign up for an account. If you already have an account, you'll log in here. The sign up is really easy. It'll walk you step by step how to create your handle, how to change your profile picture, which is like the second thing you need to do. It's probably one of the most poof-ah things with Twitter is that if you still have an egg kind of profile picture, it means that you're not taking it seriously. And so it's important that people see a profile picture of you so I know who I'm connecting with. If it's your department, it's your logo. It's something to identify you with so I know that you're the real user and that you're not a fake account. And it's a good professional too to have a good headshot, and you'll see different profile pictures that people have, and it's just a good identifier, especially at conferences. So down here, if you're needing some additional help, just click on the help button. And the Twitter support is really awesome. You can see here some basic questions that you might have, how to use your account, fix a problem. There's policies and reporting. There's the security measures. Some really great features to take a look at when you run into an issue or you have a question. How do I have multiple photos, or what's a direct message? We're going to cover that. But you can see they have quick answers there and some really just helpful guides. So you can do a lot of self-learning on your own when it comes to Twitter. So I'm going to start with this. I really think this is awesome. It's just a quick story of what a tweet is. And so we're going to go along here and see. A tweet is an expression of a moment or idea. It can contain text, photos, and videos. Millions of tweets are shared in real time every day. So if you look down here, learning the lingo, this button right here is a reply. So you have a tweet, someone sent you a message, and you're going to reply. This one is a retweet. We talked about that before. So you have someone's tweet that you're like, I need to share that with everyone. And so you could retweet that one here. You could favorite a tweet to signify that either you want to go back to it later or you want to let someone know that you appreciated what they said. And then hashtags. This goes before something like the World Cup. It'll highlight the back channel. It keeps changing on me. Here we go, back to hashtags. So this is some of the key lingo here for a tweet. You can see over here, if only Bradley's arms were longer, best photo ever. So Oscars was the hashtag. It's from Ellen DeGeneres. You can see down here that it had millions upon millions of shares. This is one of probably the most famous selfies out there today. And so it's great here. You can see also if I wanted to follow Ellen, I could click here to follow her. And so just, the basics of a tweet right here. Next is, where do tweets live? When you follow people, their tweets instantly show up in your timeline. Similarly, your tweets show up in your followers' timelines. To see interesting tweets, follow interesting people, friends, celebrities, news sources, or anyone whose tweets you enjoy. I consider higher education ones and departments good ones to follow too. So here's some more lingo. It's probably going to go at their own pace, but hopefully we can catch up. So compose is how you'd write a tweet, post a photo. The little bell is a notification. It's going to show you someone tweeted at you, someone replied to you, or a mention. Direct message is how you can have a private conversation with individuals. This is you, your profile, and then if you want to follow someone, that's the plus symbol. And finally, what do I tweet? There's all kinds of things you can tweet, right? And we're going to talk a lot about strategy and what to tweet later on, but this is just a fun diagram to show you quick what the story of a tweet is, how to do it, and what it is. So before we get any further, I quickly want to show you my first tweet to show you that 4 years ago, I wasn't even thrilled with this application. I didn't want to use it. I didn't know why it was important. But my friend Carl here, as you can see, tweeted at me on my account. So excited that M. Wyatt, which is my handle, has joined the ranks of Twitter. Hopefully some more Colgate University staff will join as well. So he highlighted Colgate here and he tagged them in the post to highlight them as well. And they would get a notification on their homepage that someone used their handle in a tweet. I replied saying, @CarlBlumel13, this is really too much and tweeting is giving me a headache. And I'm on one day of this. I mean, here I am teaching a course on social media, highlighting Twitter, one of my favorite applications, and my first tweet 4 years ago was basically like, I don't even know what I'm doing. This is a headache. So I know for some of you who are just exploring social media for the first time or wanting to dive deeper, we've all been there. We've all had a moment where we weren't sure what this was, and it just takes time. It takes utilizing the platforms and just being more familiar and comfortable with putting things out there in the interwebs that we know is, basically in pen, not in pencil. And, again, I just really wanted to highlight for you all my first tweet.